let's get started. We're gonna start standing up, standing towards the back of your mat. Your feet will be parallel, hip distance apart, arms nice and heavy. And as you stand here now, will you just close your eyes down for me? Just coming into a nice center position in the feet, soft behind the back of your knees. And just take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep sigh out through your mouth. Big breath in. Big sigh out. Just starting to bring your focus onto your body and your breath. Letting go of today's stresses or anything that's worrying you at the moment, leaving it just outside your space for the next 30 minutes. Just start to lift your shoulders up, roll them back and down as you exhale. For 3, for 2, last one. And then just gently cracking open the eyelids. Take a big breath in, reach both arms straight up beside your ears, big breath in. Exhale breath, your chin will draw into your chest, start to curl all the way down towards the legs, one section of your spine at a time. So you're just pouring over the thighs here, keep the back of the neck relaxed, keep the knees softened, and once you're down there, just give your head a little slow shake side to side, nod the head forward and back, and then we're slowly starting to roll back all the way up to standing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we repeat, big breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale breath, chin draws to chest, start to curl all the way down. Heavy legs, heavy torso. And once you're down as far as you go, take a breath in at the bottom. Exhale, we start to unfold all the way back up to standing, restacking the vertebrae in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, the arms reach up. This time as you exhale, we're going to keep the legs straight for this first part of the forward fold. So take the body forward, soften the knees right at the bottom, and relax the neck. We're staying down here. Take an inhale breath. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Keep your left hand on the ground. Twist and open. Exhale breath. Bring that hand all the way back down. Inhale. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale. Bring it all the way down. One more on either side. Inhale. Reach the arm up. Exhale down. Last one. Big breath in. Opening the chest. Exhale, bring it all the way down. From here, you're going to walk your hands forward. Pop your knees down onto your mat, your towel, your carpet, wherever you are. Release your toes. Check that the knees are in line with the hips and your wrists are in line with the shoulders. We're coming into what we call our cat-cow. So inhale, you're going to tip your pelvis forward, lift your head and chest. Exhale, breath, we curl. Lengthen your tailbone here. Relax the neck. Chin into chest. Inhale, ripple the pelvis forward, lift the head and chest. Exhale, breath, we curl, press into that mid back. Feel free to add a little bit of movement here, guys. So if you just want to take a little bit of a shift forward and back, move the bottom around from side to side and just notice where you're feeling any tension through your back, through your chest, through your shoulders, your pelvis. Last one. From there, we're going to find a nice long spine. So lengthening out through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Take your right hand. We're going to thread that right hand through underneath the left. Drop your right shoulder onto the ground and come into this rotation spiral. Inhale, breath. You press into the left hand. Reach your right arm up towards the sky, expanding the chest. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reaching the arm up. Last one. Exhale, breath, thread it through. We're going to hold this spiral stretch this time. Lengthen your left arm all the way out, keeping it on the floor. And breathe into this spiral. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, we're going to come back to all fours. Both hands come back onto the mat. Do one cat-cow. Inhale, tip your pelvis forward. Exhale, lengthening the tailbone, push into that mid-back. Find a nice long spine again. We're going straight to the other side with that thread the needle. So your left hand threads through underneath the right now. Drop the shoulder down. Inhale, reach that arm up towards the sky, opening the chest. Just so you guys know, the whole way throughout this series, I'm going to be mirroring what you guys do. So for me at home, it will be my right leg, but based on what you're seeing, it will look like the left. So I'm going to mirror everything that I give you today. Last one, send that left arm through and just hold it there. Lengthen your right arm all the way out and breathe into this spiral. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring both hands back onto the mat. Take your hands a little wider than your shoulders this time. Make a nice wide palm, so space between the fingers. Creases of the elbows facing in towards each other. Soft bend in your elbows. Tuck your toes back behind you. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to lift your knees up, hover them just away from the ground. We're holding here for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. From here, little knee taps down and up. Tap the mat, tap the floor, then lift up. As you lift the knees up just a couple of centimeters away from the floor, take your exhale breath. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift the knees, hover and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, send your bottom up towards the sky, shifting your hips back, find your A-frame. Find for the knees to be bent here, heels don't have to touch the ground. You're going to take a pedal out through your feet. So just pressing one heel down at a time towards the floor. Allowing the hips to roll around, really juicing out the movement. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press both heels down towards the ground. Inhale, lift both heels up away from the floor. Exhale, draw them back down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float them down. Last one. From there, inhale, breath the heels lift, tap your knees down towards the floor. Exhale, breath, shift the hips up back into your A-frame. We're just transferring the weight forward and back. Transfer forward and back. 4, 6, 4, 5. Warming up the shoulders. Last 4, 4, 3. Last 2. Last one, shifting back into that A-frame, holding there. Lift the heels up, ripple forward through your spine, walk the hands forward and find your high plank. Good, we're holding here. Take your right knee, draw your right knee up towards your right elbow, then step it back. Left knee to left elbow, step it back. Trying to stay as neutral and still as possible through the pelvis and the torso. Don't forget to breathe. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2, last 1. Hold that high plank just for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop your knees to the ground, release the toes, come onto your forearms. We're going to keep the hips forward here so you're in this diagonal plane with your torso. Tuck the toes again, take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lift the knees up, push the heels back, low plank. Inhale, breath, your knees tap the ground. Exhale, engage through your core, lengthen the tailbone, push the heels back, lift the knees. Tap the knees down, then push out. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to lift the knees up, hold that low plank position here, push into that mid back. Make sure we're not collapsing through that top part of your body. Hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees lower, release the toes, connect your feet, open the knees and shift your bottom back towards your heels. Stretch the arms out in front of you. This is your child's pose. Collapsing the chest down, just take a big breath in through your nose, big sigh out through your mouth. Pelvis nice and heavy towards the heels. 1 more breath here. Alright, from there, you're going to pull your hands in towards your knees, sit onto the right side, swing your legs around in front, shuffle your bottom forward towards that top end of your mat, and lay all the way down onto your back. So you're going to come onto your back here, the heels will be drawn in towards the bottom, legs in a parallel position. I want you to take your hands and just place your hands, rest them on your hip bones. Taking a big breath in, as you exhale, you're going to roll your pelvis back, imprinting your lower back onto the mat or floor beneath you. Inhale, roll your pelvis forward. Exhale, roll it back. And if you imagine here that you've got a zipper that starts at your pubic bone and it goes up towards your belly button, you're zipping up as you exhale, you're unzipping the zipper as you take your inhale breath. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Take that pelvis forward about halfway, so you've got that natural curve underneath your lower back here. From there, we're going to pop the legs into a tabletop position, so just imagine that you're resting your feet on a chair in front of you. Lengthen the arms up towards the sky, palms facing towards each other. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lift your head and chest up away from the ground. Take the arms down beside you. From here, we just take the arms straight up towards the ears. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bring the arms back down beside you. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, float them back down beside you. If your neck starts to get a little sore here, you can take one hand behind the back of the head to support it. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms draw down. You're staying lifted the whole time. We've got 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Press the arms down. Stay there. Try and lift up a centimeter higher. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your right knee, pull it in towards you, lengthen your left leg all the way out. Allow your pelvis to roll back so you're imprinting your lumbar. Exhale, swap to the other side. Then keep alternating the legs here. This is your single leg stretch. One knee pulls in towards the chest at a time. Again, if your neck starts to get a little achy, you can take one hand behind the back of the head to support it, or lie your head and chest back onto the ground and keep the legs moving. Every time you pull that knee in, you're taking a little breath and exhale, air out. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming into our double leg stretch. Bend both knees, tap towards your ankles. Inhale, reach the arms and legs out away from each other. Exhale, pull into that little ball. Inhale, reach the arms and legs out. Exhale, pull into your ball. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. If you start noticing your lower back getting a little sore here, lift the legs a little higher when you send them out, and you can keep the knees as bent as you need to here as well. Let's go 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Big breath in, reach the arms and legs out, holding there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull into your ball. Inhale, reach the arms and legs out, holding there again. Extended hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, pull into your ball. Last 1. Long arms and legs out away from each other. Hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the knees, lie the head and chest down. Take a little rock from right to left. Good job. From there, you're going to grab your knees and just take the legs, circle them out, down, and away from each other. So you're separating the thighs, drawing some circles in the hip sockets. And then reverse the circles back the other way. For 3, for 2, and 1. Great work. From there, take your hands behind the back of your head. Rest your head into your hands. We're going to take our left leg up towards the sky. Your right leg will extend out towards the front of your mat. Lift your head and chest up away from the ground. You're squeezing through your abdominals here. Roll the pelvis back to imprint your lumbar. Exhale, breath, swap the legs. Knees can be bent here. I'm doing the modified variation. So if it feels too strong with a lengthened leg, you're going to keep the knees bent. Otherwise, lengthening the legs all the way out. Chest stays lifted the whole time. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift that left leg up, right leg lowers down. Little pulses up here with the chest towards that left leg. 4, 6. It should feel nice and burning in that top part of your belly. 4, 3, 4, 2, 1. Exhale, swap the legs over. Pulse up again. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees into the chest. Lie the body down. Good work, guys. Take a little rock right to left. From there, you're going to take your hands, wrap them behind the back of your thighs. Do a rock and roll, let it come straight up. Cross your legs. We're going to come forward onto our hands and knees now. So make sure you've got some room in front of you, some room behind you. Knees will be in line with the hips, and you bring your forearms onto the ground. All right, time to start working that butt. We're going to take your right leg straight back behind you. Knees at 90 degrees here. It's fine if your leg doesn't lift all the way up in line with the hip. Keep the tailbone lengthened. Lift up across the front of the belly. From here, little pulses up. Squeeze. Squeeze. It's like you're trying to stamp your foot onto the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Nice and slow and controlled here. You're thinking about lifting from that insertion point where your glute and hamstring meet. In my Pilates classes, I like to call it the bench. So when you're standing up, it's that bit you can kind of grab a hold of. That's where you're thinking about lifting from. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, lift and hold. From there, take that right knee, draw it out to the right so it's in external rotation. Your hips are still pointing towards the ground. Little pulses up here with that right leg, up and down. Whole thigh lifting and lowering for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, lift and hold. Hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Find parallel, bring the knee all the way down. From there, take your right hand onto the ground. You're going to sweep your left forearm slightly in towards that hand and then open your chest slightly towards the right. You're lengthening out that right arm. From there, you take that right leg, draw it straight up to the side. It's a lateral lift, knee is bent, then pull it all the way down. Kind of like dog on a fire hydrant. Such a bad image, but that's what you're essentially doing. The knee stays bent. I'll give you a different perspective here. Up and down. Up and down. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3. Last 2. After this next one, we're going to start to add on another element here. Lift the leg up to the side, push the leg all the way out back behind you, little tap down towards the ground, lift it up, bend, pull it all the way down. So you draw the leg up to the side, extend it back, tap it down, lift it up, glide it back, pull it in. Squeeze, lift, push it out, tap it down, lift up, glide, and down. Good, now it's fine if you guys lose tempo with me. If you're just going about at your own tempo, that's totally fine. Make sure you're still trying to drive that left hip forward slightly, especially as you push the leg out. Last 2. Last one, let's lift the leg up, push it all the way out, holding there, the leg is long, straight back behind you, little pulses up here. Press, press. The leg behind you, is in parallel. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that leg lifted. From there, take that right leg. You're going to tap it forward in front of your hip and then lift it back behind you. Tap it forward in front of your hip, then send it long back in line with the rest of your body. Forward and up. You might get a little combination here of both glutes starting to get a little bit fatigued, so supporting side as well. If you are feeling that supporting side glute, totally normal. Just go with it, go towards it. Let's go for 3, for 2. Last one, squeeze, lift that right leg up, holding there for 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it all the way down. Good. We're going to move quite quickly through this series over to the new exercise, which is facing towards me if your mat is lateral like mine, otherwise you're turning profile to me. You're going to have your right leg extended all the way out. You stay on your left knee. So you're on the same knee that you had down on the ground then. Your right leg extends all the way out. Take your left hand onto the ground and take your right hand behind the back of your head. Good, so it's almost like a side plank with the knee down, except it's a little narrower here. From there, we're going to just shift the weight all the way over into that left side, float your right leg up away from the ground. From there, tap that right foot down to the ground, exhale, lift the right leg up. Tap it down and lift. If you can't reach the ground here comfortably with your hand flat, you can have your fingertips on the ground, so you can create a little bit of extra height, or if you've got a pillow or a cushion or something nearby, you can get a little bit more elevation there. Let's go for 4, for 3, last 2, last one, squeeze, lift and hold. From there, take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to drop that left hip about halfway, squeeze your elbow to knee on that top side and reach all the way out. Drop the hip halfway, pull elbow to knee, and then push that hip forward, lengthen the leg all the way back out. Good, so as you drop that left hip, it comes down. As you lift up, you push that left hip forward, so you're using that underneath glute. Lower and push up. Last 3. Last 2. Again, don't forget to breathe. Last 1. Push that leg all the way out, holding there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot. From there, we're just going to sneaky slide that left leg all the way out. Find your side plank. If this feels too strong on your toes, pop the knee back down. If you're feeling uncomfortable on your hand, come onto your forearm. From here, we're doing little pulses up through that underneath sideways. Little press. Good, guys. Let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, lift and hold. Lengthen that right arm all the way out. From there, inhale, breath. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your waist. Inhale, reach it back up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Modified variation, you've got your left knee on the ground, just for that extra support, or you're on your forearm. Last 2. Last 1. Reach that arm up, holding there for 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down. Good work, guys. Sitting up, just circle your wrists for me. Doesn't matter which way you're facing right now. We are going to go onto the other side. Just do a couple little circles there with your hands, and then reverse the circles back the other way for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we're going straight to the other side. So spinning around, you're going to have your forearms on the ground. Knees are in line with the hips. You're going to take that left leg now straight back behind us. Knee at 90 degrees back behind you. From here, lengthen tailbone and lift up across the front of the belly. Little slow pulses up. At any stage, you can take a breather here. Little disclaimer, this side is probably going to feel a little bit harder than the other side just because you've already fatigued both glutes. Both asses have been working. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, lift and hold. Turn that left knee to external rotation. Check that you haven't turned the hip out. From there, little pulses up and down. Whole thigh lifting and lowering. I'm going to give you a little bit of a different perspective here. If you are facing a different way to what I was, that's what it looks like from the front. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, lift and hold. Holding there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Find parallel, bring the leg all the way down. From there, left hand comes onto the ground. Sweep your right forearm forward and lengthen your left arm all the way out. We're going to that dog in a fire hydrant. Exhale, breath. Your left leg, squeeze, lift it up to the side. Bring it down. Squeeze, lift, and lower. Good, guys. Let's go 6 more. Up and down. 4, 5. 4, 4. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Now we're going to add that extra element. So you lift the leg up, push the leg all the way out, little lower with that leg, little lift, bend, pull the knee down. Fire hydrant, T-shape, little lower, lift, fire hydrant, and in. If you haven't ever done a class with me before, I usually tell very terrible jokes. They're usually dad jokes, or I use terrible analogies. So if you're like, this woman is so strange, I apologize. People tend to get used to it after a while. Let's go 2 more. Last 1. Squeeze. Push that leg all the way out, keeping it long, holding that little pulses up here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold. From there, take that leg, tap it forward in front of your hip, then lift it all the way back in line with your torso. Tap it forward, arc it back. Good. That underneath glute should be starting to really fire up here if it hasn't already. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, you're going to send that leg back, holding it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg all the way down. Good job. All right. Keep moving, lifting up. We're going to spin back around so that you're on both knees to start. Lengthen your left leg all the way out now. Your right hand is going to come down onto the ground, either flat or on your fingertips or on a prop to lift you a little higher. We're going to take that left hand behind the back of the head, shifting the weight into that right side. Float your left leg up away from the ground. From there, tap the foot down and lift it up. Tap down and lift. Down and up. Trying to stay as still and stable as possible through the pelvis, through that underneath side as you lift and lower the leg. 4 more. 4, 3. Last 2. Last one. Squeeze, lift and hold that leg. From there, inhale, breath. As you exhale, you're dropping that right hip slightly, pull the knee to elbow, and then reach long all the way out, driving the right hip forward. Inhale, and pushing out. A little bit of work there into that supporting side shoulder as well. If it feels too strong, keeping the leg lifted, you can just tap the foot onto the ground as you lengthen it out. Just work with your body, whatever feels good for you right now. It should be enjoyable. Last 2, to a certain extent. Last one. Pushing all the way out, holding there. Take that left foot onto the ground. We're going to sneaky lengthen that right leg all the way out. Find your side plank. From here, little pulses up. If you need to modify, modify. Pop the right knee down or come onto your forearm in that right side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, lift and hold. Lengthen your left arm all the way out towards the sky. Exhale, wrap that left arm underneath your right side. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Big breath out. Good, guys. Keep moving. You got 2 more. Last one. Reach that arm up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down. Good work. I want you to find a child's pose for me. Again, doesn't matter which way you're facing right now, but I want you to just have your fingertips resting on the floor, mat, towel, whatever you've got, so that you're arcing your wrists and your palm up towards the sky, like a cat scratching a mat. Draw the knees out away from each other. Take a big breath in, sighing out, softening here. 2 more breaths. Last one. From there, inhale, rippling up through your spine. Come back to all fours. We're going to tuck our toes. Press into the feet and the hands. Lift your bottom up towards the sky. Find that A-frame again. Take a pedal out through the feet just for 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands and feet in towards each other. Soften your knees and slowly roll all the way up to standing in. 3, 2, and 1. All right, last exercise, last strength exercise. You're going to take your feet into a nice wide second position, toes at 10 and 2 or 11 and 1, depending on how much rotation you have in your hips. So the legs are quite wide here. We're going to start focusing on our thighs just for this last little bit of the session. Bend both your knees, tailbone lengthens down towards the ground. I'm going to lengthen the arms straight out to the side, palms facing down. All you're going to do from here is take a little lower, deeper into that bend, and then lift to halfway. A little lower, lift to halfway. So the knees are staying bent the whole time. Shoulders are drawing down away from the ears, rolling back. As you sink deeper into that plie, try not to send your butt back behind you or stick your butt out. Lengthen all the way down, wall in front of you, wall behind you. Let's go for 4, for 3, last 2, last one, lower and hold. From there, little pulses down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Little circles forward with the arms. 4, 4, 3, 2, reverse the circles back the other way. 4, 3, 2, hold the arm, turn your palms up towards the sky, little pulses up here. I want you to imagine that you really are pushing against something here, you're resisting gravity. 4, 6, 5, sink deeper into that bend. 4, 3, 4, 2, 1, reverse, little press down. Activating your lats here through the side of your torso. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the arms there. Turn your palms to face me. Bend the elbows slightly. Good. Little pulses down. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Pop the right heel up and down. Left heel up and down. Just alternating sides. And down and up. 4 more to go. 4, keep the shoulders relaxed. 3, try not to lift up and out of this bed. Last 2, last 1. Pop the right heel up, lift and hold, pulse down. The heel stays lifted as we pulse here. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap straight to the other side. Left heel lifts, pulse down. 4, 6, 5, 4, find your breath. 3, 2, hold it there. Lift that right heel up to join the left. Both heels lifted here. If it feels too strong, pop the heels back down onto the mat. Sink a little deeper. To finish it off, little pulses down. Nice and slow. Keep the arms rounded, lifting up from up underneath that upper arm. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Lengthen the arms all the way out, palms face down, bring the arms down in 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels lower and come all the way up to standing. Good job, guys. Toe heel, walk your feet together. Well done. Give your legs a bit of a shake. Stretching it out. I want you to reach your arms up towards the sky. Grab a hold of your right wrist and exhale, you're going to reach up and out to the left. Getting that nice stretch through your right side body. Inhale, lifting back up through center. Exhale all the way over to the other side. Inhale, lifting back up through center. As you exhale this time, you're going to take a bounce rock forward. I'm going to turn profile so you can see. Exhale. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, breath. Last one. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, breath. Take a swan dive forward. Keep the legs straight. And then soften right at the end. Walk your hands out. Find your A-frame again. Walk the feet back if you need to. We're going to take that left foot away from the ground. Step your left foot through between your palms to find your runner's lunge. So with this one, you want to make sure that your left ankle is lining up with the left knee and isn't pulling back behind you here like this. Keep it directly in line with that knee. From there, lift your left arm up towards the sky, opening the chest. Softening through that right hip. Bring that arm all the way down, framing that front foot. Pop your right knee onto the ground, release the toes. Push into the hands, lift the chest and torso up. Draw the arms up beside your ears. Soften the shoulders away from them as you sag through the front of that right hip. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to fold forward towards that front leg. From here, a couple of options for your glute stretch. You can walk that right foot across, walk your left foot across to the right side of your mat. Drop the knee out to the side and sink into your pigeon, dropping the body forward. If you're struggling to get into this position or it just feels a bit uncomfortable for you, instead, you can come onto your bottom, cross that left foot over your right thigh, and pull the legs in towards you. We're targeting that left glute, so as long as you're feeling that stretch there, you're doing it right. Don't forget to breathe with every exhale breath, trying to release a little more into this stretch. One more breath. From there, if you are in this pigeon, we're going to lift the head and chest up. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee, step that left foot back to come into your A-frame again. If you came down onto your back then, just find the A-frame again. We're going to take our right foot forward now. Bring it forward, plant it down, shuffle the back foot a little further back if you need to. Left hand stays down on the ground, twist and open your right arm up towards the sky, opening the chest. Bring that arm all the way down, pop your left knee onto the mat, release your toes, sag through the front of that left hip, and pushing up, lift the arms up, draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Squeezing that left glute here to help push into that stretch. Big breath in. Exhale, folding back down towards the right leg. Shuffle your right foot across to the left. Drop the knee out to the side. Come into that pigeon on the other side. Again, if you want to take that modified stretch, come onto your back and do the butterfly figure 4 stretch. Big breath in through your nose, sighing out. Last breath. From there, just walk your hands back in towards your legs. We're going to sit onto our right bottom, grab the left leg and pull it forward so you're sitting on your bottom. And then I want everyone to lie down on your back and pull your left knee in towards your chest. So the right leg will stay on the ground, your left knee pulls in. Lengthen your left arm all the way out. We're going to guide that left leg over your body to the right. Try and keep your left shoulder pulling down towards the ground here, so get that nice wrapping sensation through your torso. Head just falling to whatever side feels more comfortable for you. Coming back onto your back, lengthen that left leg all the way out. We're going straight to the other side. Your right knee pulls in now. Right arm extends and just guide that leg across to the left. Last little stretch. Coming back onto your back, we're going to grab around the inside or the outside of your feet and take a happy baby. So with this one, either if you can't reach your feet, you can grab the ankles, the shins or the knees. But you're just going to kick the heels away from the bottom and drop the legs out to the side. So you feel a stretch running up and into your thigh, your inner thigh, up and into your groin. Take a little rock from right to left. Just a small one. Last two. And one. And then pulling the knees in towards your chest. Inhale, breath, reach the arms out nice and long. Extend the arms up above your head. Lengthen the legs out. Allow your rib cage to lift up away from the ground. Big sigh out. Drop it down. And just float the arms back down beside you on the mat. And for these last few moments of our session, just close your eyes down wherever you are right now. And just start to come back to your breath, just like we did at the start. Bring your focus onto that inhale. Deep sigh out. Being present in your body. Letting go of any of that tension that you might be carrying physically or mentally. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. Every bone in your body just becoming heavy, muscles softening. Last breath. And then just slowly start to waken up your body. Give your toes a little bit of a wriggle, move your fingertips. And just pushing into your hands, gently bring yourself up to a seated position. And just spin around to face towards your screen, comfortably crossing the legs or extending them out in front of you. And just take a big breath in, reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, and take the hands behind the back of the head. Gently pull your chin down towards your chest, relaxing the elbows. Inhale, breath, sitting up nice and tall, opening the elbows. Exhale, draw the arms down, roll your shoulders back for 3, 2, and 1.